Top 10 reasons not to move to St. Paul, Minnesota. St. Paul is the capital and second most populous city of the US state of Minnesota. Founded near historic Native American settlements as a trading and transportation center, the city rose to prominence when it was named the capital of the Minnesota Territory in 1849. St. Paul has a population over 300,000. Let's begin. Number 10. It has cold winters. Winters are very cold. It snows a lot. Temperatures goes down to the minuses. Worst case scenario, it can go down to minus 60 degrees Celsius. And if you ever get that, you're dead. Dead. You will be on the floor, covered in snow, waiting to be buried. Frozen in time. It's a scary sight to witness. You won't get minus 60 degrees Celsius every year, but you will get temperatures below minus 10 degrees Celsius every year. It has an added bonus, which is the Arctic freeze. This makes the air thin. It is hard to breathe, and everything it touches turns to ice. Do not forget the summer months. This is a killer. You will see fat mosquitoes. Even Kentucky does not have these fat ones. What in the hell do they eat? Well, they will be biting you, as the blood of a Minnesotan tastes really good. On a serious note, these things are really big in this area. Be careful. These little B-word monsters are everywhere, and this has caused some people to move out. Number 9. Expensive. St. Paul is a reasonable place to live, as you get to have a good salary and you can buy a decent house for a good price. However, the gas bill, your heating bill, will be high. You are going to have to pay a lot for gas to heat your home unless you have wood, and you will need a lot of it. Don't forget, you will be wearing layer upon layers of clothing to keep yourself warm, and that costs money. It's really expensive and it all adds up. Number 8. People are cold. I don't know why is this the case. Generally, when you live in the north, people are cold. It could be to do with the weather. It could be to do with the isolation, as they have to live alone most of the times in the winter. You don't get to see greenery as often, but you get to see the cold weather. People don't like talking as much. There are many instances where people are known to be a bit flaky when it comes to arranging a meet with them. So beware if you have a date with someone from St. Paul. There is a chance they won't show up, and most of these cases are women. Well done to all the guys who show up. Women need to learn. Number 7. Noise. It can get noisy in the city. You will hear people screaming, as honking each other is the norm cause they got nothing better to do. People also like having snowball fights. And of course, you will hear cars that roar in the night cause the cars never start in the damn cold. So prepare yourself. You will need earplugs. Number 6. Old people. Old people come in the way as they need to socialize. Make sure to say hi to them, or else you will get a foul-mouthed treatment, or worse, you will get the eyes. Some elderly folks are moving down south as it is too cold in the winter. It's probably to do with arthritis. St. Paul is not the best place to retire. Number 5. Houses are old. Houses are getting old in the city. There are not many developments going on in the city. Developers don't like building houses as they are worried that house prices may go down. And of course, there is a fear that there will be a lack of jobs in Minnesota in the future. It's also a tough environment to build houses as there are many challenges such as the rough terrain, the cold weather, and politics in general. Number 4. No good food. You won't find many good cuisines in St. Paul. Yes, they are good Asian food, but you won't find many fine dine places. Number 3. There is no great entertainment venues. There are not many entertainment venues in St. Paul. People generally stay indoors throughout the year. In addition, there isn't a lot of things going on in the city. This means you will be bored if you're the outdoorsy type. Not many celebrities live in St. Paul. This means you won't see your favorite artist in the city. You need to fly out if you want the chance to see them. They never come to St. Paul, by the way. Nobody likes St. Paul. Could be because they're not rich enough. Number 2. St. Paul has a garbage problem. You will see trash on the snow in the winter. It looks nasty as it is visible on the snow. It's not a good sight to see. I hope things improve. Number 1. The society. You will get lonely in St. Paul. People like keeping to themselves. They don't like talking. However, another problem you will encounter is St. Paul is a bit diverse. You have lots of choice when it comes to relating to different people, and sometimes you will get stuck where you fit in society. This could be a plus or a minus, only you can know. If you lived in Minnesota your whole life, it's way easier to fit in. If you're coming from Alabama, then you will struggle in the city, unless of course you know how to interact. Please don't be a weirdo. Most Minnesotans are Christian, but they don't like holding hands and singing Kumbaya and waving the Confederate flag. Don't do that. Thank me later. Don't do that stuff. Keep that to yourself. By the way, Minnesota has high tax. Just pay it. There we have it. The top 10 reasons not to move to St. Paul, Minnesota. Let me know what you think of the list. Personally, I would live in St. Paul. It's actually a nice place, but has some bad things, as mentioned in the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in another time.